Welcome to episode 9 of the Football Transfer News and Rumours show. So, the first story to kick off episode 9 of the show. It's a confirmed story and reports that Karim Benzema is officially leaving Real Madrid after 14 years with the Spanish Giants. He played his final game with the Los Blancos against Athletic Bilbao. He scored a penalty. So he's leaving Real Madrid after 14 years. He is the second original Galacticos. Yeah, I say second Galacticos, not the first Galactico era, with guys like Ronaldo. I'm talking about the Brazilian Ronaldo, David Beckham, Zidane, Vigo, them lot. I'm talking about the second Galacticos, guys like Ronaldo, Kaká, Benzema, Modric. You could say Bale, them lot. Yeah, he was I think he was the original fifth, second Galactico since Valentino Perez, returned to Real Madrid in 2009. You had they signed Kaká, Ronaldo. I think it was Raul Albiol, Benzema. I think they signed Xabi Alonso, and actually six. I think it was Albiol as well. So those players are no longer with the club, and Benzema is the sixth and final second Galactico of the second Galactico era of Real Madrid is departed at the club. So there's rumors that he's going to Saudi Arabia, playing for a club. I'm gonna butcher this club's name. Al Ittihad or Ittihad, not Ittihad like Manchester City's sponsor and stadium related to the Manchester City group. I think it's Ittihad with ET, not with E in it. It's just IT. Anyway, so thoughts on Karim Benzema leaving Real Madrid? I think he's, in my opinion, one of the most underrated strikers in the world. My first exposure to Karim Benzema when he's scoring goals with Olympique Lyonnais, or Lyon for short. Don't get me wrong, I don't watch French football on a weekly basis. When Lyon play in the Champions League, you're just scoring those goals, and then went to Real Madrid, score goals there, winning a lot of trophies. He won trophies in France, Ligue 1 titles, but he went to a big European world juggernaut as Real Madrid. He's won three, no, yeah, three La Liga titles from 2012, 2017, and 2020. Once with Jose Mourinho, twice with Zinedine Zidane. I think he's won I don't know how much the Spanish Super Cup. I'm not gonna guess how much he won. Just leave it in the comment section below. I think he's won the Champions League 5 times. I think it's 5 times. 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2022. He's won the Super Cup, the UEFA Super Cup. I think it was 3 times or 4 times. I think that's 2014, 2016, 2017. They won 2018. That was Atletico Madrid, and 2022. So he's won the UEFA Super Cup 4 times. I think he won the Club World Cup also 3 times. I think it's 4 times. And wow, I don't know how much goals he scored. He was kind of like a afterthought because mostly it was the team was centered around Cristiano Ronaldo. He was the main talisman, and when Ronaldo left Real Madrid, I think Benzema stepped up to become the club's new talisman. Yeah, he's in. I think he was on his last legs. He's 35 years of age, or soon he'll be 36 at the end of the year. So at Real Madrid. So this is the overall toll of his time. His 14 years spell at Real Madrid. So yeah, he joined the club in 2009. He made 439 appearances, scored 238 goals. So like I said, he's won. So like I said, he's won he's won 4 La Ligas. I never knew. Never knew he's won. Yeah, he won it with Angelotti last season. My apologies. So he's won four La Ligas. He's won three Copa del Reys. They won it recently of this the end of just last season, the 22-23 season. He's won one, two, three. So he's won three Super Copa de Españas, four Champions Leagues, four UEFA Super Cups, and one, two, three, four, and five Club World Cups. He's won. So basically, I'm gonna count it. The how many trophies he won at Real Madrid. So he's won, like I said, four La Ligas. So four Copa del Rey's. So that's eight. So he's won three Super Copa de Españas. That's 11. Five Champions Leagues. So that's 16. Yeah, 16. And he's won four Super Cups, 20, and five Club World Cups. So that's 20. So he's won basically 25 trophies in 14 years at Real Madrid. Wow, that's a really impressive for Karim Benzema. I think he'll probably end his career in Saudi Arabia. I think he's there for a paycheck. And don't know. I don't know who's going to be the next number 9 at Real Madrid. There's rumors like it could be Kylian Mbappe, Harry Kane's been linked, so that's a future episode. A future episode and a future transfer rumor for another time. So yeah, I think he's a good player, Karim Benzema. His time at Real Madrid is nearly at an end. I think like guys like Modric and Kroos could be soon be out of the door. I think I'll focus on buying new players. I think they're on the verge of signing Jude Bellingham. I think the old guards are going. I think they need flesh blood because let's be honest, like they lost the La Liga title to Barcelona. They're gonna sacrifice the Champions League to probably Man City or Inter Milan. So I think they need fresh blood. So what's your thoughts on Karim Benzema? Do you rate him? Do you not rate him? Is he overrated, underrated? For all vice versa. So leave your thoughts on the comment section below. So moving on to the next story. One legend is leaving a football club and the other legend is retiring from professional football. It's confirmed that legendary Swedish football player Zlatan Ibrahimovic is retiring from professional football. He showed up in AC Milan's final Serie A game of the season against Lecce on the pitch, saying goodbye to his fans, ending his 24-year career. 24 years. So he started his career in Sweden. Actually, I think his parents are from Croatia, Bosnia, but I don't want to talk about it in this video. But anyway, so he started his career in Sweden. He's born and bred in, not bred, like I say, his parents are from, I think, Bosnia, Croatia, whatever. But anyway, so he started his career in Malmo in 1999, and he spent 2 years with the Swedish club. So then he moved on to Ajax in the Netherlands, then Juventus, then into Milan. So he spent about 4-5 years in Italy. Then he spent a season in Spain with Barcelona. That's his technically his sixth club in 3 countries: Sweden, Netherlands, and Italy, and now Spain. Then he went to Italy with AC Milan, spent 2 years with the Rossoneri. Then he went to PSG, and that's in France. Then he went to the Premier League with Manchester United. Then he had a cup of coffee in the United States of America in MLS with LA Galaxy. And then he ended his career, returned to AC Milan. So he spent his careers playing in different countries. Sweden, Netherlands, Italy, Spain, France, England, and the United States of America. So he spent 7 countries. He played in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clubs in 4 years for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So he ended his career with 637 appearances, and he scored 405 goals. And I never knew this. He recently, or not recently, months ago, he ended his international career with Sweden. I never knew he's still playing for Sweden. Yeah, he's trying to get Sweden to that World Cup in Qatar. Unfortunately, Sweden failed to qualify. So he spent about 22 years with playing for the Swedish national side. He earned 122 caps, scoring 62 goals. So Ibrahimovic is Sweden's all-time goal scorer. So what's next for Zlatan Ibrahimovic? It's a shame his last season with AC Milan didn't went well because he got injured. Because Milan lost the Scudetto to Napoli, Napoli's first Scudetto in 33 years, and his current club reached the Champions League semi-finals. Unfortunately lost to their city rivals Inter. If Ibrahimovic was still playing, he might able to get AC Milan to a Champions League final, the first Champions League final in 16 years. Maybe he could have a chance to win his his one and only Champions League title that he never won. He's one of the best players who never won the European Cup. It's a shame. He had opportunities to win it. With Ajax, Juventus, Barcelona, Inter, Manchester United, PSG, and now AC Milan, and he's failed to win it. It's a shame. It's unlucky. So I think he's pursuing a career in acting. So yeah, what's your thoughts on Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Do you rate him? Similar to the Benzema story, do you rate him? Yes or no? Write your thoughts on the comment section below. So the next story is that Jack Butland has officially signed with Scottish clubs Glasgow Rangers on a 4-year deal until 2027. I'm trying to keep the story short and simple. Wow. I kind of rate Jack Butland. I think he's a good goalkeeper. He's not the same player, I'm not saying his form is dipping. This is a mystery for Jack Butland. I think, there's speculation back in the day that he's going to be a world-class goalkeeper. He had, I think, an injury, and I don't know, man. I really rate the dude. I never knew this, folks. His last club was Manchester United on loan. I thought he might able to go to Manchester United on a permanent deal because, let's be honest, De Gea's a shadow of his former self. I think he's leaving Manchester United, so I thought United's going to sign Jack Butland. I think Jack Butland at Manchester United, I think he'll do well at United. He's a good goalkeeper. I don't really say he's world class. I think he's a very underrated goalkeeper. He's leaving the Premier League for now. He might come back in the foreseeable future. He's ended up going to a weaker league. No disrespect, the Scottish League, and trying to help Rangers to win that Scottish League title because the last 2 years it's won by Celtic. Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper. I think at the same time, I think he's trying to get back into the England setup. I think, was it 2018? That's the last time that Jack Butland was in the England squad. I think that was the 2018 Russia World Cup. Unfortunately, he did not play a single game in Russia. I think that was Jordan Pickford. And after that, he's not in the England setup ever since. Unfortunately, it's hard at this moment in time. You got other English goalkeepers like Aaron Ramsdale of Arsenal and Nick Pope at Newcastle United. I don't know, Dean Henderson at Nottingham Forest. It's very hard to get into that England setup. Whether it's the first choice, second choice, or third choice goalkeeper. I don't know, man. I wish Jack Butland a good luck. So, what's your thoughts on Jack Butland? going to Rangers. He's gonna do well at Rangers or flop at Rangers. I don't know. Leave your thoughts on the comment section below. So moving on to the next story, still in Scotland, it's confirmed by Fabrizio Romano is that Celtic manager, Australian coach Ange Postecoglou is on the verge leaving the Glaswegian club Celtic and becoming Tottenham Hotspur's next manager. If he does that, he'll become the first Australian coach to manage a Premier League club. Thoughts on Ange Postecoglou becoming Tottenham's next manager? Don't know much about him. I think this is a bit of a gamble. I think the Tottenham job, even though I'm not really a Spurs fan, that's Tottenham for short. I think the Tottenham job is a poisonous chalice because over the years, over the last recent years, guys like Mourinho and Conte, elite managers, even though it's debatable of Conte, big name managers taking the Tottenham job, end up failing to manage Tottenham. They end up getting sacked. They've been linked with big name to manage Tottenham, like a lot of big names. Not big super big names, but big names linked with the Tottenham job. They were linked with Julian Nagelsmann, got sacked from Bayern Munich, didn't want the job. They're linked with Maurizio Pochettino. He doesn't want to go back to Tottenham. He's now going to manage Chelsea. They're linked with final manager Arne Slot, even though he's not really a truly big name manager. He guided final to the league title, but he doesn't want the Tottenham job. It's a poisonous chalice, because you guys, over the last, you could say the last 4 or 5 years, or 4 years, guys like Pochettino, Mourinho, Conte, Nuno Espirito Santo, managing Tottenham, they end up getting sacked. Conte got sacked. It's a poisonous chalice. Not just the last few years. I think the last 20 years, guys like Glenn Hoddle and Martin Lowe and Juan Ramos, and even though Harry Renat didn't got sacked, he left to take over. I think he took a break from management. Yeah, he ended up managing QPR. That's another story for another time. Andre Villas-Boas, and I think Sherwood. Don't know if he got sacked. It's a poisonous chalice, with Ange Postecoglou. Like I said, don't know much about him. I've done my research on this guy. He spent his football playing career in his native Australia. And the whole bulk of his manageable career was in Australia. He's won the what's it called, the A League. It's called the Australian League in Australia with the Brisbane Roar. I think it's I don't know. It's sponsored by Hyundai. They used to show it on I know it's the A League. Yeah, it's the A League. The A League Championship. He's won the NSL Premiership in '98 and 1999. He was part of the Australian youth setup. With the Australians under 17 and the under 20 team winning the OFC. I think that's short for the Oceania Football Confederation. Won the OFC under 17 championship 3 years in a row. 3 years, in 2001, 2003, 2005. He did it again in under 20 level in 2001, 2002, and 2005, plus the AFF under 19 youth championship in 2006. And then he managed the Australian national team, the senior national team, guiding them to their first, I think it was the first major championship they won. It was in at home soil. It was the Asian Cup in 2015, also guiding them to the World Cup in 2014. Then he went to Japan, guided them, guided the Yokohama F Marinos to the J League in 2019. Now he gambled, went to Europe, managing Celtic. I think it's to become their first Aussie manager. I think he became the first non-European manager to win a trophy in a European league. Well, not European league. Yeah, you got Jesse Marsh, but in Scotland, he went to manage Celtic. won the Scottish Premiership twice, the Scottish Cup once, so basically done the double. Actually, he's won the treble at this moment in time in his technically his final season with the Scottish club, and now he's going to manage Tottenham, and this is going to be very difficult, because is he known for building from the back? I see a bit of Postecoglou's time. I watched, I covered the old firm this season. Okay in attack, but and also watched some Celtic games in the Champions League of this season. Good in the attack, but in defense a bit shaky. You need a manager. You need a manager build from the back because Tottenham's defense is very not that good. But anyway, to wrap this up, like I wish him a good luck. What's your thoughts on? Before that, like I understand like Celtic's bigger than Spurs because they are the first British club to win the European Cup, but the Scottish League, even though the Scottish League's not the best league in the world, but if you're managing a Scottish team in the Scottish League and a Premier League club in England link with you and want you as the next manager, you're going to the Premier League. Great example, Steven Gerrard, the guy Rangers to their first Scottish League title in almost 10 years. And he went on to manage Aston Villa, even though he flopped at Villa. You're going to the Premier League. You can't stop them. So that's my 2 cents on it. So what's your thoughts on Ange Postecoglou managing Tottenham? Is he going to do well at Spurs or fail at Spurs? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So the next story, I think this is a rumor, and the rumor is that Chelsea midfielder, Croatian star Mateo Kovacic has been linked with Manchester City. My thoughts on this is going to be short and simple, folks. Thoughts on Mateo Kovacic linked with Manchester City? I don't think it's going to happen, but at the same time, I think Man City really need new midfielders because they're going to lose their captain Ilkay Gundogan because he's not signing a new deal. De Bruyne is on his last legs. The only two midfielders in that team are Rodri and Calvin Phillips. Yeah, they can play Phil Foden in that position. John Stones, yeah, he played in that position, but at the same time, he's not really a midfielder. He's a centre back. I think they really need new midfielders this summer. They're linked with Jude Bellingham. I think he's likely going to Real Madrid. Declan Rice, don't know, but Mateo Kovacic, did it really need him? No. I don't know about Mateo Kovacic, man. It's a bit 50-50, but I don't know, man. If he goes to Man City, I think that's like just a payday for him. He's there for the paycheck. I don't know. I don't really rate Kovacic. I don't think he's that great. I think he's a bit overrated. But what I know, what's your thoughts on Mateo Kovacic? Even though it's a rumor, I think it's. I think Fabrizio Romano confirmed it. I don't want to get into it. So, what's your thoughts on Mateo Kovacic? Going to Man City. Is he going to Man City or not? Write your thoughts on the comment section below. So the next story, this is a rumor, by the way, and the rumor is that Arsenal Brazilian centre-back Gabriel Magalhaes has been linked with Real Madrid. Thoughts on it? I don't think it's going to happen, but this is similar to the Kovacic story from a couple seconds ago. I think Real Madrid really need some centre-backs. They got Rudiger, they got David Alaba, they got Eder Militao. Who's in that Real Madrid centre back department? I'm not talking about the left backs and the right backs, but the centre backs. You got probably 3 options in that Real Madrid defense. In that centre back department: Alaba, Rudiger, and Militao. To be honest with Gabriel Magalhaes, this has got to be his best season at Arsenal. He's been in the club since 2020 from Lille. I think his two other seasons at the North London clubs a bit hit or miss. This is gonna be his best season. And Real Madrid's being linked to him. I think he might able to go to Real Madrid. I don't think this summer. I think probably the next summer or the summer after that, because let's be honest, he's Brazilian. Because they're actually their dream football club they want to play is Real Madrid because of the names who play for Real Madrid in that Brazilian department side of Real Madrid. There's plenty and lots of Brazilians play for Real Madrid over the last few years. Like great example, like Finney Jr., yeah, Rodrigo, yeah, Marcelo, you had Roberto Carlos, R9, Kaká, think Rubinho, think Julio Batista. Even though he flopped at Real Madrid, but because let's be honest, they really want to play for Real Madrid. It's Spanish weather. It's hot. For English weather, it's cold in the winter time. I think if he goes, I don't think it's this summer. Probably this next summer or the summer after that. But like I said, this is just a rumor. What's your thoughts on Gabriel Magalhaes? Is he going to leave Real Madrid? Is he going to stay with Arsenal? You decide. Write your thoughts on the comment section below. So the next story, this is another rumor story by the way, is that Chelsea's German winger slash centre forward Kai Havertz has been linked with Real Madrid. Thoughts on it? I'm trying to keep it short and simple. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just a rumor. Why Real Madrid wants Kai Havertz, I think if he goes to Real Madrid, I think he is going to flop. I feel sorry for Eden Hazard. I think they really need new players. There's rumors is that Eden Hazard's contract's about to be terminated. That's a future story for another time. I'm not going to talk about in this video. But with Kai Havertz going to Real Madrid, it's never going to happen because like I said, if he goes there, he's going to flop. So far he's flopping at Chelsea. He's been in the club since 2020 and did what? Oh yeah, he scored the winner in the 2021 Champions League final against Manchester City. Yeah, that was the only time. What's he done ever since? Nothing. He ain't good enough. He's just way overrated. It has to do with the price tag on his head. Why he's flopping at Chelsea, because this is the problem with players going to the Bundesliga. Players to the Bundesliga end up going to the Premier League. They end up flopping. We see that with Havertz. We see that with Timo Werner. We see that with Naby Keita. We see that with Jadon Sancho. They're doing well in the Bundesliga. They end up going to the Premier League and flop. Back with Kai Havertz, I don't think he'll go there. I think he's gonna probably get ousted by the ultras if he flops at Real Madrid because like I said, they really need a forward because Benzema is leaving the club, but he ain't the man. I think, like I said, just a rumor, but what do I know? What's your thoughts on Kai Havertz? Is he going to go to Real Madrid this summer or stay at Chelsea? Write your thoughts in the comment section below. So the next story, this time in England in the Premier League. This is another rumour story, and the rumour is that Liverpool has been linked with Brighton's Argentinian centre midfielder Alexis McAllister. There's rumours and reports is that Liverpool triggered his release clause on his contract. Thoughts on Alexis McAllister could be on his way to Liverpool. I think it might happen. I like Alexis McAllister. I think he's probably the best midfielder in the world, in the top 10. He had a good 2022-2023 season for club and country. He guided his club, even though they haven't won trophies, but he guided his club to European football for the first time in the club's history. And for his country, last December, he guided his country to their first World Cup since 1986. So I think he would probably fit Liverpool perfectly because at this moment in time, I think Liverpool really needs some midfielders. Henderson, I think he's not going to leave Liverpool because he can still go because his position, he's a DM by the way. DMs don't really need to go far, like run that far. Their job is protecting the defense. Thiago, waste of time, injury prone. Naby Keita, again, another waste of time. He spent 5 years at Liverpool, nicking a living, and also he's injury prone as well. Harvey Elliott, too young. Think that Fabinho, think he's kind of like past his prime. Yeah, they need midfielders. Like James Milner is also way past his prime. He's going to leave anyway. But yeah, I think they really need midfielders. I think they're linked with Mason Mount, but I think he's linked with Manchester United. That's another story for another time. But I think Alexis McAllister, I think he fit Liverpool pretty damn well. I think according to transfer market, sometimes transfer market could be a hit or miss, but I do these for the rumors, the rumor mills. But he's marketed as 40 million. I think it's a debatable, but I think he's worth about 30 to 40 million. I think they will pay the money. I think what number should he get? And also Oxlade-Chamberlain, I forgot to mention him. He's probably got one foot out the door. Feel sorry for Oxlade-Chamberlain. Like, I thought he'd probably do well at Liverpool, probably get into the England side, for major tournaments, whether it's World Cups, Euros. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I don't know what number he will get. I think he'll probably get Naby Keita's number. I don't. He might elevate Liverpool probably into a title race. I don't think they're going to win the title next season. That'll be another story for another time when I do my predictions for the Premier League 2023-2024 season. And before I get to the final story of this episode, I'm going to do my reaction of my 2022-2023 Premier League predictions video. That'll be this weekend. Stay tuned. Anyway, so for Alexis McAllister, do you think he's going to Liverpool? Do you think he's going to do well at Liverpool or flop at Liverpool? Leave your thoughts on the comment section below. So moving on to the final story of this episode. This is the final rumor story of episode 9 of the Football Transfer News and Rumor Show. So, the rumor is that Leicester City's Belgian midfielder Yuri Tielemans has been linked with Aston Villa. He's going to leave Leicester at the end of this month because his contract's about to expire. Other players are about to leave the club. Guys like Sionchu, James Maddison. That's another story for another time. Anyway, Yuri Tielemans has been linked with Aston Villa. It's on Transfer Market. Go and check it out. Anyway, my thoughts on Yuri Tielemans linked with Aston Villa. Both Leicester City and Aston Villa, they're in the Midlands. I think in the West Midlands. And he doesn't really need to travel that much, because I know Leicester and Birmingham are. I know they're from the same county, but they're from different cities. Leicester and Birmingham are two different cities in the Midlands. It's not that far, but I thought he was going to be linked with bigger clubs not in Europe, but in the Premier League, like a Newcastle. I thought he might end up going to Newcastle or maybe Liverpool or maybe Tottenham, but Aston Villa because. I don't know, because Leicester just got relegated. Villa's in, I think they're in the Europa League or the Conference League. I think they're in the Conference League. I'm not too sure, but um, I think he'll probably sell well at Aston Villa because they got Unai Emery. He's a legend at this moment in time because he guided Leicester to their first FA Cup in the club's history, scoring that cracking goal against Chelsea in the FA Cup final 2 years ago. Um, I don't think he'll stay at Leicester and get Leicester back in the Premier League of next season in the Championship. I think his time at Leicester is nearly done. I think he's outgrown the club. He's got nothing left to prove with the Foxes. It's just a rumor. I don't think he'll go to Aston Villa. Like I said, he'll probably go to Newcastle United. Because also they got Champions League football. I think he'll fit Newcastle pretty damn well. Um, yeah, Aston Villa. I don't know, man. I think he might do. He might do well. I think every club's he's been linked with, I think he'll fit pretty damn well. Like for me, I think he's a good player. I wish we had him because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I think yeah, he's fallen off the radar a bit. But at the same time, I think he could really revive his career with a different club. It might be in France or Italy or Germany, but it'll be in the Premier League. Like whether it's a Aston Villa, a Tottenham Hotspur, a Newcastle, an Arsenal, or Wolves, I think it'll still whatever club he'll go. So anyway, to wrap up this story and the episode, what's your thoughts on Yuri Tillemans? Do you think he'll go to Aston Villa? What club he will go this summer? Write you down your thoughts on the comment section below. What club, what Yuri Tillemans will end up. Anyway, folks, that's the end of episode 9 on the Football Transfer News and Rumour Show. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. And this is going to be a plug, by the way. The goal for this channel, I'm trying to get 1K. This channel needs to get to 1K 1K subs before the end, not the end, but before April of next year, because April next year is the 5th anniversary of this channel, so that is the goal, trying to get to 1K subs before April of next year. So anyway, folks, hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. This is Zenchman officially signing out. Check you later.